people! Welcome to this, my channel. I'm Ginny Metheral. I'm a 4th generation witch and I'm here today to talk to you about how to choose your wand, make your wand, and then we're going to discuss using your wand. So I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give us a thumbs up and remember to subscribe to my channel. Here's some subscribing stuff going on. Subscribe. And just in case you think that you shouldn't, here's Sir David Attenborough.
Here is the magnificent Ginny Metheral, one of the few witches left in the wild. Subscribe to her channel and protect her future habitat.
Oh, it was rather marvellous, wasn't it? Hope you enjoyed him. So what we're going to talk about today is wands and wand making. Wands have a great history, and so I'm just going to quickly go through it so you can see what previous witches and wizards have made of it. The great wizard Merlin had a staff made of hawthorn. Homer's Odyssey speaks of the witch Circe, whose staff was made from a cypress tree. And the French serial killer, rather than witch, although she was burned at the stake, Catherine Le Voisin, apparently had a wand made from the Bosnian pine tree. So wands are used for casting a circle. So you would draw the circle in the ground with your wand. For pointing at people and directing your intent. So if you're going to throw a curse at someone, you would point your wand at them to make sure that the curse directed at them. You don't want to get into the way of that pointing wand. What else they were used for? They were used for casting out malevolent spirits. You knock them against things and make a noise with your wand. They would be used to pour your intent into and hold your power, so you can use it at a future time. So you can put your spell into the wand and then release it as and when you need it to be released from that wand. So a useful piece of equipment, and every witch has one. Now every wand is particular to their witch. Some witches like great big huge long ones like me, and some like tiny little thin spindly ones like this. Druids traditionally had staffs, and they considered that their staff should be made from the 3 sacred trees of Albion being England. And the 3 sacred trees were the oak, the ash and the thorn, or hawthorn as we call it. So we're outside in order to go and look at the oak and the ash and the thorn tree to see if we want to make a wand from them, whether any of them are any good for me according to the druidic traditions, if I can say that properly. Druidic, sort of properly, isn't it? Anyway, let's first of all go and look at an oak tree, and I've got one at the bottom of the garden, so come with me. So this is my oak tree, and very beautiful it is too, and I like it very much. If you can see the sun peeking out from behind its branches. It has the classic curly edged leaves of its species, and this is quite a young one. I'd say this is only 100 so years old. So here I am standing by the oak tree, and the way I am going to choose whether I want to be with it is to literally give it a hug. Bit of tree hugging. Do I like the feel of this wood? I don't know until I've compared it with the other stuff, so I can't say. But it doesn't feel very warm, this one, so I'm not sure. We'll think on, shall we? Let's go and look at hawthorn and ash and see if either of those are any better. So I've come here to an Iron Age fort, which is very near my home and would have been a site of much druidic worship. You know, old settlements always had druids. It is a beautiful fort, and I'm going to show you why. Anyway, so I thought it would be appropriate to choose hawthorn from this area if the hawthorn is going to be my wand material. Here is the hawthorn tree that I have chosen, and it's in its full bloom at the moment and looking absolutely magnificent, and it's just over the crest of the fort that we were looking at earlier. So let's go a little bit closer and take a look. So this is the hawthorn tree, and you can see it's got this rather beautiful leaf and flower structure, and the flower is known as May blossom, and it's all the white hedgerows that you see as you drive down the roadways in the UK at this time of year. It smells divine, but it's an old tradition that you should never take it inside, because the Catholics used to take it inside to show that they were Catholic, and then the non-Catholics would come over and kill them, so it's now considered terribly unlucky. So let's have a go at seeing whether we like this tree or not. So I feel that the hawthorn has a rather gentle soul. It's a calm tree, if you can think it that. Would make a lovely one for me, actually. I think it would be very good for Oh, I'm not sure. I'd have to think about that actually. But yes, I like this hawthorn. I think I like it more than the oak, to be fair. The oak was too cold for me. I did say it was cold. This is warmer and sort of calmer and more blessed. Let's go and visit the ash tree and see whether the wood from that will be making my wand, and whether I commune with the ash tree more than I have done with the hawthorn, because so far the hawthorn is number one. So I have come to the woods just above my house, to this ash tree, which is very old and not very well. As you can see, it's either got ash dieback or it's just old. I love this ash tree. I think it's got the most beautiful spot. It stands like a sentinel over this view and over my house, and I can see it just from my bedroom window, especially when the leaves aren't on the trees. So I admire it as I lie in my bed. So straight away, as I have come to this tree, I know that this is going to provide the wood for my wand. The tree feels to me warm. It feels as if it's got the might of ages, especially when you consider this is its view. It's been looking at this for centuries or so, and I can feel it in its wood and in its stance. Now, because of the age of this tree, there's plenty of actual broken branches on the ground. I don't know if you can see them here, which I'm going to go and inspect and see if any would make a good wand. Now, I found some likely bits of wood. I don't want a small wand. I want something that I can use to cast a circle, so it's got to be quite long. I think this is why druids had rather long staffs in the olden days, and witches are always, pictured with longer than we consider a wand to be. So I'm going to have, I think, this one here. This looks fairly straight, quite good. See if we can take it home and do something with it. Because I have picked this from the floor, I don't need to ask the tree its permission, but I will say, would you please bless this with your power? And that should be enough to make it a wand. So I'm just tidying up my stick with my husband's very fine cookery, fine knife equipment, which he brought all the way back from Nepal. I just want to take off the sort of rather more knobbly bits, as you can see, and then I might take off the bark. I might strip its bark, I'm not quite sure. We'll see how we get on. I'll show you when I've finished. So this here is my finished wand. Beautiful, isn't it? The red ribbon is a traditional embellishment to the wand which keeps away malevolent spirits. Druids, etc. used to tie red strings around varying things to ward off the spirits. This wand has a lovely patina, as you can see, and you can also see that it's rather large and quite thick and doesn't look anything like the wand that you thought it might do. Now, this is because I need a practical wand. If I made a wand that was a little thin stick like this, I couldn't use it. Well, I could, but with difficulty, to draw an actual physical circle in the ground. I couldn't use it to poke my fire and get the embers going in my bonfire, which I might have created in my circle. I couldn't use it to stir the pot. And I couldn't use it to bang. That was quite a good bang, wasn't it? I threw the thing over. So, I couldn't use it to bang. Little gentle one there. It is a wand that I need. Each person needs to make a wand to their own requirements. And my requirements mean that if I'm going to be doing magic and spells, I want a wand that's up to scratch. I like it. You might not, but then you're not me. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Next week, we'll do a video about how to use this wand, and I'll show you a ceremony or a spell, we'll come up with something, that would use the wand in all its great aspects, and so you can then make a wand and dedicate it in your own ceremony. So do watch out for my video next week. And in the meantime, I hope you enjoyed this video. If you do, give me a thumbs up. If you didn't, give me a thumbs down. I want to know. Tell me what you think, and more importantly, I'd really want to know what wand you want. Did you want one of those beautiful Harry Potter wands or something a bit more structural? Anyway, if you did, subscribe to my channel. Make sure that you turn the notification bell on, and I will see you in the next video.